You're watching the best high school sports broadcast produced entirely by students and adult volunteers. This is Arrow TV.
Good evening and welcome back to the Watertown Civic Arena for tonight's second game of the doubleheader with your Watertown Arrows hosting the Douglas Patriots. I'm your host for tonight's game, Brandon Johnson. If you're just tuning back in or just starting the stream right now, we just finished up the Watertown varsity girls game where Watertown won 62-25. A lot of outstanding shooting. I think they felt like they made about 10 to 15 three-pointers that game, so good job by the girls tonight as they improve their winning record. Right now, the Arrows are finally back at home after traveling to Rapid City last week and Huron also this week. They've played 3 games since their last home game, which was that late game loss to that strong T Titans team with the last 10 seconds of the game. However, the Arrows have bounced back from that loss and have now been rolling on a 3-game win streak, which started at Rapid City Stevens. The Arrows defeated Stevens 37-29, and then played the next night at Rapid City Central and dominated that matchup 64-31. They played Huron this week, also won that matchup 67-52. So the Arrows on the year are now 4-7. They're going to look to continue their win streak and come away with their first home win on the year. I spoke with Coach Pat McClemens for the Arrows earlier before the game for what it might take to beat the Patriots tonight. Pat McClemens says that the shots have been falling and they've been shooting well the last 2 games. The team has been making some extra passes, which they're really stressing again today to get the open shots and not have any selfish play and looking to be creating for others and while also making those shots. Says that the shots that they haven't been making in the first few games of the year are finally starting to fall, so that's a good thing for the Arrows. He says that Douglas is tall and believes that they're going to stretch the court, so he's focusing on some defensive intensity, and that intensity is going to have to continue all game long. On to the visiting team, the Douglas Patriots. They started off the year 1-1, kind of fell into a slump. They have lost 8 in a row before finally getting back into the win column against Red Cloud on Tuesday, bringing their win-loss record to 2-9 on the year. Douglas has some balanced scorers on the year. However, they don't have anybody averaging over 10 points a game. 5 of their scorers are averaging between 8 and 10, which can get the job done with some assistance and the performances by other role players contributing as well. I was able to meet with the head coach for the Patriots, Travis Miller, on what he believes is going to be the key to beat the Arrows tonight. Coach Miller says that the Arrows do run their offense well, so defense is going to be their focus tonight, and they're going to try not to allow easy shots. He expects that Watertown will pressure, and their offensive players are going to need to handle the defensive pressure from the Arrows, also while getting open shots and hitting those open shots as well. He finished by saying that we have guys that can shoot very well and rely on our strong leadership from them. All right, let's see who we have on the court for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Douglas Patriots, we're going to be seeing number 1, a 6'3" senior guard, Jesse Hand. Number 2, a 6-foot forward junior, Jason Fisher. Number 3, a 5'10" senior, Jacob Blazer. Number 14, a 6-foot senior guard, Landon Cast. And number 24, a 6'2" senior center, Anthony Gindra. And on to your Watertown Arrows starting 5 tonight. It's going to be just a little bit different as Dalton Baumberger was a little shaken up. So in his place, we're going to have number 15, a 6'1" junior forward, Marcus Rabine. The rest of the 4 remain the same. A 6-foot junior guard, Dylan Rodden. Number 10, a 6-foot junior guard, Cohen Kranz. Number 20, 6'2" junior forward, Jake Olson. Followed by number 5, 6'3" junior forward, Caden Beauchamp. So expect a fast-paced game tonight. Both teams are going to be looking to push the ball And hopefully the Arrows can follow suits what the girls did and hit a bunch of three-point shots and come away with the victory tonight. We're going to take a short break while we hear from tonight's in-game announcer, Mark Bellum, for the starting lineups. We'll be back with you on Watertown Arrow Activities.
What? Yeah, go out there and just get like a... Yeah, I'll run out there in a minute. No, they're not. I'm waiting. Good evening and welcome back to tonight's second half of the ladder against the Douglas Patriots. Ladies and gentlemen, January 23rd through January 28th is the SDHSAA World Officials Appreciation Week. Each year, these individuals attend clinics, review meetings, play rules meetings, and take tests in preparation for the sport season. During the season, these dedicated men and women take time out of their personal schedules or families to provide opportunities for the thousands of student athletes that participate in SDHSAA activities. Thank you for your continued dedication to the sports you officiate. Please stand and show your appreciation by giving a big round of applause for these outstanding officials.
Be back after the starting lineups were announced. Looks like the Arrows are wearing some kind of throwback uniform, so we got some different numbers tonight. Beauchamp will be wearing number 40 instead of 5, Rabine 34 instead of 15, Olsen 42 instead of 20, Dylan Rodden will be wearing 24 instead of 4. Head coach of the Arrows, Pat McClellan, assisted by Matty Kranz, Tommy Mattingly, Zach Tobin. Head coach of the Patriots, Travis Miller, assistants Matt Heck, Brittany Pearson, Jeff Wimp. All right, we're set for tip-off for tonight's AA action at the Watertown Civic Arena. Opening tip is going to be possessed by the Patriots. Number 2, Jason Fisher, looks over to number 1, Jesse Hand, who gives it right back on a give and go to Fisher. Shoots a little 7-foot jump shot, misses all the rim. Rebound down to Cohen Kranz. The Arrows moving the ball up really quick. Kranz looks to Beauchamp in the right perimeter corner. Beauchamp takes a couple dribbles, finds Rodden up top, Cohen Kranz picks up the dribble, finds Rodden again. Rodden takes a couple dribbles in with a spin move, decides to kick it out to Beauchamp, who's wide open for three. Misses the three off the back iron. Rebound goes to Douglas. Jesse Hand being strongly guarded by Dylan Rodden. Picks up his dribble at the top of the key, swings it over to number 24, Anthony Gindra. 14, Landon Cass takes a couple dribbles, shoots about a 17-footer off the back iron. Rebound goes to Jake Olson. Watertown brings the ball back up the floor. Cohen Kranz finds Olson. Little pump fake, gets it down low to Beauchamp. Beauchamp gets stuck down low, but finds Olson out in the corner. Olson puts up a three, misses the three. Rebound goes to number 2, Jason Fisher. 1 minute in, no score. Both teams looking to push the ball, as we expected. 14, Landon Cass moves it over to Jacob Blazer. Jesse Hand puts up a three off the back iron. No good. Rebound to Cohen Kranz. Cohen gets it up to Rodden, who gives a little hesitation, but kicks the ball back to Kranz. Finds Jake Olson. Jake Olson drives on the right side. Kicks it back out to Beauchamp. Back to Rodden. Rodden gets a little floater in the lane after a couple dribbles. Knocks down the 2-point bucket, so the Arrows are on the board. First points of the day go to Dylan Rodden. Douglas comes right back, and a bad pass by Jesse Hand. It's the first turnover of the game for the Douglas Patriots. Arrows come back on offense. Marcus Rabine at the top of the key. Kicks over to Jake Olson, who steps back and hits the three from about 2 feet behind the line. So big three to start out with Jake Olson. Arrows up 5-0, 5:30 remaining in the first quarter. Douglas possesses the ball. Landon Cass tries to find Anthony Gindra down low, but the pass is just a little too low and goes out of bounds. So second turnover of the day for the Patriots. Arrows take possession. Dylan Rodden bringing the ball up the floor. Kicks it over to Rabine, who gives it right back to Rodden. Rodden gives a little hesitation. Finds Jake Olson, same spot from before. Same result. He is heating up, folks. Jake Olson hits his second three from the same location. Arrows starting out hot. Douglas comes back down the floor. Landon Cass over the top, strongly guarded by Olson. Loses control of it, but gets it back. Finds Jesse Hand in the right corner. Takes a fadeaway 18-foot shot from the corner. No good. Rebound goes to Olson. Rodden pushes the ball up the floor for Cohen Kranz, who tries to find Marcus Rabine down low in the paint, but the ball is thrown out of bounds, out of the reach for Rabine. We're going to see Jack Hesh, number 30, coming into the game today for the first time. Beauchamp's going to take a seat on the bench and get a little bit of rest. Douglas will inbound the ball. The Arrows look to do a little man-to-man full court press. Rodden guarding Jesse Hand. And takes a couple dribbles, kicks it over to number 14, Landon Cass. Cass gets a screen from Tucker Paris. And a little give and go, but Paris has nowhere to go with it. Douglas kicks the ball back out, moving it around the perimeter. Number 14, Landon Cass takes a kind of a rush shot, kind of out of control as well. No good. Arrows come right back down the floor, and one situation. Number 30, Jack Hesh, strong with the layup, is fouled on the layup as well, but he comes down on his ankle, looks like, in a little bit of pain. Coach Pat McClemens and going to go take a quick peek at Hesh and see what's going on there. So don't know if it's going to be Hesh shooting the free throw after the foul, or if we're going to see somebody else, but looks to be in some kind of pain. Hesh is sitting up now. Looks like he's going to stand up and try to walk off on his own strength. So Hesh is going to go back to the locker room to get assessed. we are going to have Will Ingstrom is going to come in for Hessian. Oh, my bad. I guess they did not call a foul on the shot. I thought they could call a foul on that bucket, but it was incorrect. So Douglas takes possession of the ball. And we're going to have a timeout as they had a little trouble getting it past the 10-second line. So Douglas takes the 30-second timeout. We'll be back with you right after that timeout is up. Douglas is going to take possession of the ball with 28 seconds left on the shot clock. We're going to see one Jesse Hand, 11, Andrew Divis, 0, Isaiah Brewer, 13, Tucker Paris, number 2, Jason Fisher. Arrows putting that strong defensive pressure on, but a little give and go on a screen. Recipient of the pass is Tucker Paris. Was first buckets into the game. Arrows come back down on offense. Jake Olsen gets to the top of the key, takes a couple dribbles and a strong drive to the right. Misses the tough contested layup. Douglas takes possession on the rebound. Brewer finds Hand on the left side. Hand takes a few dribbles, gets past Dylan Rodden and is fouled on the drive. Rodden has his first foul of the evening. Douglas will take the ball out under their own basket. We have Rabine and Torgerson coming in for the Arrows. And inbounds the ball to number 11, Davis. Takes a couple dribbles, few spin moves, tried to create something, but nothing going. Kicks it back out to Brewer. Brewer, same thing, gets in that short corner, gets into a little trouble, tries to force a pass all the way across the baseline. Unable to do so as it's intercepted by Cohen Kranz. Kranz goes all the way for a layup but misses it, but the Arrows get the ball back on the offensive rebound. Kranz kicks the ball out to Brody Torgerson. Finds Will Ingstrom. Ingstrom takes a couple dribbles, hits Marcus Rabine, who gives a little pump fake, gets the shooter or the defender to bite on it. Drives, kicks to Beauchamp. Beauchamp shoots a three, misses on the three. Rebound goes to Douglas. Brewer brings the ball down the floor. Andrew Divis takes a couple dribbles, finishes the tough floater over Torgerson. Arrows come back down. Cohen Kranz in the corner, finds Rabine in the short corner on the left side. He takes a couple dribbles, tried to back in. Finds Caden Beauchamp wide open under the hoop. Caden Beauchamp finishes the easy layup. So the Arrows are up 12-4 with just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Douglas coming back down. Jesse Hand moves it over to Divis. Divis takes a couple dribbles, tries to get it to Hand back in the left corner. Cohen Kranz tips the ball out of bounds. We're going to see Dylan Rodden coming back in for the Arrows, and also Landon Cast and Jacob Blazer are going to be coming in for the Patriots. So Patriots inbound the ball. Isaiah Brewer, guarded by Dylan Rodden, moves it over to Paris. Paris takes a couple dribbles to the left, gets a foul and the bucket. So he's going to go to the line for an and one. The foul was on 24, Dylan Rodden, on the way up. So the basket's good. Davis will take the first free throw of the night for both teams. There are little problems with the shot clock. The officials meet at the announcer's table and get it figured out. As Davis waits to shoot his one free throw.
We heard none of you. We heard you at none.
Free throw is up and it's off the back iron, but it goes right back to Douglas Patriot. Landon Cast. Ball is flung up to the top of the key. Jacob Blazier is wide open at the top of the key and hits the first three-point field goal of the night for Douglas as they cut the lead to 3 for the Arrows. Dylan Rodden coming back down the floor. Finds Rabine, kicks it over to Will Ingstrom. Ball swung all the way across the perimeter over to Torgerson and then back again to Ingstrom. Beauchamp down low, gets a pass in from Ingstrom. Beauchamp goes up strong and is fouled on the shot. That foul is going to be on number 13, Tucker Paris. So Beauchamp will go to the line for 2. First free throw from Beauchamp is good. Nothing but net. Into the game is going to be Jake Olson and Cohen Kranz coming back in for Ingstrom and Torgerson. 1:11 remaining in the first period. Beauchamp is setting up for his second free throw. Second free throw by Beauchamp is in and out, no good. Patriots get the rebound. Jacob Blazier brings the ball up the floor, moves it over to Landon Cast. Cast finds Divis in the right corner. Divis trying to back Olson in, getting a little trouble on a double team. Kicks it out to Paris, who swings it all the way around the perimeter. Ball finally goes back to Landon Cast, who takes a long three-point field goal, no good. Arrows come away with the rebound. Cohen Kranz is at the top of the key, moves it over to Marcus Rabine. Rabine to Beauchamp. Olson on the back cut, doesn't get it to him, but Beauchamp finds Dylan Rodden on the cut to the middle, and the ball bounces around the rim, ends up not going in. Douglas comes down with the rebound. Shot clock is off as we got 20 seconds left in the first period, and Douglas will look to get the last shot of the quarter. Blazier dribbling the ball up by the half-court line, kicks it over to Brewer. Brewer tries to force it down into Paris. The ball is turned over with 5 seconds left. Rabine kicks it over to Cohen Kranz, hits the three right before the buzzer. So Cohen Kranz knocks down the triple from a pass from Marcus Rabine. Score at the end of the first is 16-9. We'll be back. Start of the second quarter. We're back. Watertown Arrow activities. Beginning of the second quarter, Arrows 16, Douglas Patriots 9. After the first quarter, the Arrows hit 3 three-pointers, 2 of them contributed by Jake Olson, 1 at the end of the quarter by Cohen Kranz. Turnovers, Arrows have only turned the ball over 1 time. Douglas 3 times, so not a lot of turnovers this first period, which is a good thing. Arrows are going to take possession of the ball to start the second quarter. Dylan Rodden on the right perimeter gets Jake Olson at the top of the key. Gets back to Rodden. Olson cuts, wide open cut, and can't finish the layup. Just a little too strong off the backboard. Rebound goes to Douglas. Jesse Hand moves it over to Jacob Blazier. Jason Fisher sets the screen for Blazier and tries to roll, but the Arrows cover it well. Fisher takes a highly contested shot by Dylan Rodden and finds the backboard and hits the shot. Somehow made that one. I'm not quite sure how he made that one. Watertown comes right back down. Jake Olson has another layup, and it's looked like it might have been blocked. Douglas comes right back down the floor again. They get a layup opportunity by Divis, and he misses, so the Arrows get the rebound. possess the ball. Beauchamp at the top of the key. Swings it over to Rodden. Rodden takes a couple dribbles in. Basket's going to be good with the left hand. So Dylan Rodden's going to go to the free throw line after getting fouled and making the bucket. So he'll try to complete the three-point play. So first free throw of the day for Rodden.
Yep.
And that one is no good. Douglas gets the rebound. Throws the ball forward. Jesse Hand looks over to Landon Cast. Finds Divis in the corner. Takes a couple dribbles towards the bucket, but going nowhere with it. Kicks it back out to Blazer, who gives it back to Jesse Hand. And Beauchamp's going to get called for a reach on Hand. He tried to take the ball away, but got a lot more of the body. Beauchamp's going to go take a seat as Will Ingstrom comes in for him. Patriots set up their offense. Blazer gives it over to Cast. Finds Hand in the right corner, right wing. Kicks it down low to a cutting Fisher, who tries to put up another contested shot, but it's no good this time. Rebound goes to the Arrows. Cohen Kranz on the left perimeter finds Jake Olson up at the top. Moves it over to Rabine. Olson cuts, nothing there. Ball skipped back over to Rodden. Gives it to Kranz, and Olson is back up at the top of the key. Couple dribbles. Swinging it back all the way around. Dylan Rodden gives a pump fake. Defender bites on it. Rodden takes a couple dribbles in. Puts up a 15-foot jump shot. No good, but he is fouled on the shot by number 14, Landon Cast.
Got it.
Correction, the foul is going to go to Jesse Hand, his first foul. So Rodden is back at the line. Hits his first free throw. We're going to see Anthony Gindra for the Patriots coming in, and also number 32, Isaac Redfield for Watertown. He'll make his first appearance. Redfield, 6'6" senior. Rodden for his second free throw, just off the front iron, no good. Rebound goes to Jesse Hand. He brings the ball up the court. Heavily guarded by Rodden, takes a couple dribbles in to the lane, kicks it back out. Patriots, I think thought he was gonna get away with the travel there for a second, but the official caught the slide. So turnover for Douglas, as number 24, Anthony Gindra, kind of lost his footing as he went into the lane. Was called for the travel. So fourth team turnover now for Douglas. Arrows take possession. After the turnover, Rodden finds Cohen Kranz, gives the ball to Olson. Redfield moves it back over to Kranz. They try to get Rodden off the screen to the top. Was not open, but did the same thing with Olson. He comes back, shoots the three from the opposite side where he's been making them. Goes in and out. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will remain Arrow basketball. Number 0, Isaiah Brewer, is going to be coming in for the Patriots. Rodden to inbound the ball underneath the dome basket. Gives it up over the top of the key to Jake Olson. Gives it to Redfield, finds Rodden. Rodden takes a couple dribbles in, creating, and gives it to Olson, who takes a couple dribbles in and gives a nice little bounce pass to Redfield. It was a contested layup, no good. A nice pass from Olson. Redfield couldn't finish the layup. Patriots get the rebound, come right back down the floor. Jesse Hand is fouled on his drive by number 14, Will Ingstrom on the foul. So we're going to see some subs for the Arrows. Jack Hesh and number 2, Brody Torgerson for the Arrows. Douglas to inbound the ball. Hand gets it over to Fisher, takes a couple dribbles. Unable to put up the 7-foot jump shot, but the ball comes right back down to Anthony Gindra with the offensive rebound, and he's able to put it in for 2. Arrows 19, Patriots 13, 4:30 left in the second quarter. Arrows back on offense, really moving the ball around the perimeter. Olson gives it to Torgerson, who kicks over to Kranz on the left side, who finds Redfield down low. Redfield backs in his defender, and defender falls over, but I don't know that Redfield knew that he fell over. He would have had an easy bucket. Nonetheless, Torgerson puts up a three, misses the three. Patriots get the defensive rebound, come back down on offense. Isaiah Brewer tries to get it to Jesse Hand, which is picked off by Cohen Kranz, who goes for a wide open layup and misses the wide open layup. So Kranz had an easy 2 points there for the Arrows, but couldn't finish the layup. Douglas getting a little sloppy on offense. We're going to have a over and back called. As the pass was unable to be handled, and after a little scurry for it, Douglas came up with the ball, but the ball had already went back over the half-court line. Into the game, we're going to see Dylan Rodden and Caden Beauchamp back in the game with 3:46 left in the quarter. So 6 turnovers now for the Patriots after that last over back call. Arrows on offense. Jack Hesh back at the game after going to the locker room earlier with a little injury, so he looks to be all right. Marcus Rabine at the top of the key tries to kick the ball into the corner to a wide open Rodden, but the ball is tipped. Rabine thought that his hand might have gotten hit on the pass. The refs missed a foul, but the Arrows will retain possession after the ball was out of bounds. Kranz to inbound the ball to Rodden, who gets a screen from Beauchamp. Beauchamp gives a little roll, takes a dribble and tries to get a little hook shot on the right side, about 5 feet out, a little too strong off the glass, rebounded by Douglas. Rodden and Beauchamp were taking some pointers from both Stockton and Malone days on that little pick and roll. It worked out to perfection, but Beauchamp was unable to get the bucket to fall. Well, we got some issues here at the announcer's table as the horn goes off. Don't quite know what's going on here yet. Watertown Athletic Director Craig Boyens is over discussing something with the clock operators. We got 2 minutes, 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Still not 100% sure what's going on. The Arrows will take the ball out once we do get this figured out. Jack Hesh will take a seat back on the bench. So on the floor for the Arrows, we're going to see Rabine, Olsen, Beauchamp, Kranz, and Rodden. Patriots, we're going to have Divis, Harris, Fisher, Brewer, Jesse Hand.
They're trying to make sure the time's right. They did like a whole play.
Still not sure what's going on, but it looks like we're going to get back to action here. Rodden will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Gives it to Olsen, who is wide open, but gives it to Kranz, who comes off a double screen at the top of the key. So the Arrows take back over, and Olsen finds an open shot at the top of the key. Rodden gets it to Olsen at the top of the key, misses the three off the front rim. Rebound goes to Douglas. Jesse Hand coming back down. Gets a screen from Tucker Paris. Nothing there, picks up his dribble. Finally finds Divis to help him out, who forgets to put the ball down before he takes off. So that's going to be the third travel called against the Patriots. And we're going to see substitution for the Patriots. I believe Tucker Paris is going to be coming in. Arrows take possession of the ball, setting up the offense. Rodden picks up his dribble on the right perimeter, gives it to Rabine. Olsen at the top of the key, kicks it just 3-foot pass to Rodden, who is open for three but misses a three, and Olsen comes back down with the rebound. So the Arrows will try again on offense. Cohen Kranz directing Beauchamp down to the block. Looking like they're going to try to post Beauchamp up with a smaller defender on him. Beauchamp gets double team, unable to do anything with it, but he does find Jake Olsen in the right corner, who hits his 4th three of the game. So Beauchamp had a little bit of a mismatch there. They looked to really get it down in there to exploit that mismatch, and once the double and triple team came, he found Jake Olsen wide open in the corner for the three. Douglas back on offense. Jesse Hand just tried to take a contested three, thought he might have got fouled after the shot, but the refs did not call the foul, and the Arrows take the ball back over and try to get a fast break offense going. Caden Beauchamp goes up for a layup, and he is swatted by Tucker Paris, who made a good hustle move back on defense to prevent Beauchamp from getting the easy layup on the fast break. Nothing for the Patriots on offense. Arrows come back down. Jake Olsen tries to put up a quick three from about 3 feet behind the three-point line, just misses off the front iron. Rebound goes to the Patriots. Jesse Hand slowing the tempo a little bit, trying to get in control, but the control was not there, and he makes a bad pass, which goes right out of bounds for the 9th turnover for Douglas. Arrows will look to get the last shot of the half. 25 seconds left. They are up 25-13. Dylan Rodden moves the ball to Kranz to Rabine. They're just going to work the ball in a little weave around the perimeter as they try to get something started on offense. Look to see one of them driving here shortly to create. Rodden gets it to Olsen in the corner. Rodden gets it back, tries to put up a contested left-handed shot. Basket is no good. Rebound goes to Douglas, and that is going to be the end of the first half, with the Watertown Arrows leading 25-13 over the Douglas Patriots. We'll be right back with some halftime stats here on Watertown Arrow Activities.
Kiss me. Get these little scared boys.
First Interstate Bank, Bill Freeman.
Take two. Take two. I'm sorry I had to. They told me to. Hey, let's do their guitar.
Tell them to do more
Do it, guitar. Do it. Stand up and do it. Stand up and do it. Come on. I got nobody. Get up. Stand up. Get up. Come on, buddy. God, nobody. I got nobody.
All right, we're back on Watertown Aero Activities on YouTube at halftime with about 4 minutes left before the second half gets underway. The Arrows lead Douglas Patriots 25-13. So far the Arrows have been out-rebounding the Patriots and on the offensive side and the defensive side. Their defense is really strong, and they're creating some turnovers from the Patriots, not letting them get them open shots like Pat McClemens was stressing earlier. So the Patriots, as a result of the strong defense from Watertown, have only got 13 points in the first half. So the Arrows leaders right now, we got 5 players from both teams that have scored so far. Those being for the Arrows, Jack Hesch with 2 points, Dylan Rodden with 5, Caden Beauchamp with 3, Cohen Kranz with 3, and Jake Olson leading the way with 12. Jake Olson, again, has all of his points on 3-point field goals as he's shooting well from the outside. Arrows all around have only shot 5 free throws in the half, making 2 of them. So tallying up your 25 points for the Arrows. Douglas Patriots scores. We have Jason Fisher with 2 points, Jacob Blazier with 3 points, Andrew Divis with 4. Also, he's 0 for 1 from the free throw line, the only free throw attempted for the Patriots by Divis. Tucker Paris, 2 points, and Anthony Ginger for 2 points. So Douglas is going to need to do something, and the one thing that they're going to need to do is limit them turnovers. A lot of their turnovers have just been mental mistakes, throwing the ball away and trying to force passes where passes aren't going to be able to get there. So we can limit that and start taking some better shots as well too. They're not really getting some open looks though from that strong defensive pressure from the Arrows. So halftime adjustments, they're going to have to do something to find them open shooters and just hope them shots go in, or they're going to be in for a long night with that defensive pressure from the Arrows. So we got about 1 minute and 45 seconds left before the second half kicks off. We'll be back with you at the start of the second half. All right, welcome back to Watertown Arrow Activities and YouTube for the second half. Arrows are going to come out with their starting five: Crayons, Olson, Rabine, Beauchamp, and Rawdon. And we'll see for the Patriots, Blazer, Cast, Hand, Fisher, and Gindra. Patriots will start out second half with the ball as they set up in half-court offense. Blazer comes off the screen, takes a couple dribbles, kicks it over to Landon Cast at the top of the key. Arrows come back with that strong defensive pressure again, but Fisher down the corner, kicks it all the way back up top to Hand, who tries to get a three, but three is off the back iron. As Beauchamp and Olson fall to the ground, they both tried to go up for the rebound, but number 2, Jason Fisher, had a little body contact on them as he was trying to go up for the offensive rebound. He's called for the foul. That's going to be his first of the game. So the Arrows take possession, bring the ball up the court with Rawdon, moves it over to Rabine, who gives it right back to Rawdon after a screen from Beauchamp. Tries to create something down the lane, but nothing there. Gets it to Crayons. Crayons takes a left-handed dribble on the wing from about 15 feet, puts up a contested shot, and it is good. Nothing but net. So Colin Crayons comes away with his first 2-point field goal of the game. He brings his total up to 5. Patriots come back on offense with nothing going. Watertown comes back with a good rebound and looks to move right away. We get the ball to Rabine, who takes a couple dribbles down in the lane, goes up for a layup, and is fouled. So he is going to go to the line to shoot 2. He is fouled by Anthony Gindra on the drive. Could have gone either way, but the refs called the blocking foul on Gindra. First free throw for Rabine is good. Second free throw coming. Second free throw is good as well, so Rabine puts them both in from the stripe. Arrows come out with a full court man-to-man. Blazer being guarded by Crayons. Gets the ball past half court, kicks it over to Cast. Cast takes a few dribbles around the perimeter and gets all the way down into the lane and is fouled, but it looks like it's going to be on the floor. Foul is going to go against Caden Beauchamp. Beauchamp's second foul of the evening. Douglas to inbound underneath their own bucket. Hand gets it out to Blazer. Blazer gives it right back to Hand on the right wing. Hand takes a dribble to the left, puts up a 3 off the back iron, but the rebound goes to Fisher. Offense rebound, Fisher puts it right back up on the left side. Basket is good, and he is fouled on the play. So he's going to add 2 points, go to the line to shoot 1 for the 3-point play. Foul was on Marcus Rabine. It's Fisher's first free throw attempt of the game. Douglas's second. And his free throw is off the back iron, rebounded by Cohen Crayons. Watertown pushing the ball down the floor. Rawdon gets it to Beauchamp at the top, swings it all the way around to Crayons to Olson. He's going to get fouled on a drive as he went by Gindra. Gindra tried to reach around to poke the ball out of Olson's hand, but gets called for the reach. So that's going to be his second foul. Watertown to inbound, Dylan Rawdon. Picks it up to the top of the key to Rabine. Looks down low to Beauchamp as he's in the paint. Takes a dribble in, strong off the glass. Nothing there. Patriots come down with the rebound. Jesse Hand bringing the ball up the floor. Swings it over to Cast. Cast takes a couple dribbles, looks down low to Fisher, who's guarded by Olson. Fisher trying to back Olson down. Olson gets a tip of it. And the ball eventually goes out of bounds, and it's going to be deflected off the Patriots. We're going to see his first substitutions of the half as Hesh and Will Ingstrom come in for the Arrows. Arrows ball, 5:31 in the third quarter. They lead 31-15. So Rodden brings the ball up the floor, guarded by Hand. Picks up his dribble way outside the three-point line, but finds some help from Rabine. Rabine gives a nice little lob to Dylan Rodden off of a screen. Rodden is the recipient of a nice pass from Rabine. He gets a nice, almost like an alley-oop style play, but didn't come down with a dunk, but we'll take the 2 points either way. So Patriots come back down on offense, trying to get something to get going here. And the ball is passed off of the Arrows' feet out of bounds underneath their own bucket and will inbound. Skips it up to the top to Gindra. Gindra to Cast. Cast skips it all the way across the court to Blazer. Gets it back to Cast, a little pump fake, gets Ingstrom to bite on it, and then takes a drive in and finishes a drive for 2. Arrows come right back down. 5 seconds, have the ball underneath the basket already. But the pass from Rabine out to Hesh, who finds Olsen in the corner. Olsen put up a 3, which was no good. Arrows get another offensive rebound, and Olsen finds Hesh cutting into the paint, and Hesh puts up a tough layup, no good. Rebound goes to the Patriots. Number 3, Jacob Blazer finds Jesse Hand, who drives. He's fouled on the drive as he's going up. Looks like the foul was on Olsen. I don't know what Hand was going to do if he wasn't fouled there, because he was good foot and a half behind the basket as he went up for that shot. But nonetheless, he gets bailed out and will shoot 2. First free throw for him is going to be good. Caden Beauchamp and Cohen Kranz come back for the Arrows, as we're going to see Davis and Paris back in for the Patriots as we await the second free throw from Jesse Hand. Second free throw is good. Brings the score 33-19. Kranz brings the ball up the floor, finds Olsen wide open from the right perimeter, hits the 3, his 5th 3 of the game. So keep getting him the ball. He is having himself a night from 3-point range. Patriots come back on offense. Jesse Hand looks like he's going to travel again, as he thought he kept a pivot foot, but he definitely did not. And that's going to be the first turnover of the game, or the second half for Douglas. We're going to see Peyton Bisker come into the game for the Arrows. His first appearance of the game, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Full timeout on the floor by Douglas, as Isaiah Brewer also checks in for Douglas. So 3 minutes, 47 seconds left in the third period. Watertown 36, Douglas 19. We'll be back after the timeout. We're back on Watertown Arrows Activities YouTube. The Arrows will inbound the ball. Peyton Bisker will inbound the ball to Cohen Kranz. Kranz brings the ball all the way down, gets it to Beauchamp, gets a screen from Will Ingstrom, and Beauchamp finds Cohen Kranz for a 3. his second three-point field goal of the game, and Patriots come right back down. And Jason Fisher is the recipient of a wide open layup, so the Arrows kind of slow to get back down on defense and give up an easy 2 points to the Patriots after hitting a three. Arrows back on offense. Beauchamp at the top, kicks it over to Hesh, wide open, hits the three from the right perimeter. So Jack Hesh, 5 points on the day. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout by Douglas again. So 2 quick timeouts by Douglas after the Arrows come back and get 2 easy 3-point field goals. But I guess Coach Miller isn't too excited about those 2 possessions by the Arrows coming off of a timeout after discussing things over with his team. So Coach Miller has to have another chat with his group, trying to get a little bit more defensive pressure on these Arrows. The Arrows are doing a lot of away from the ball screens, getting people wide open, and they are definitely hitting their shots tonight. So as they've hit 8 3-point field goals. Back to action. Patriots possess the ball after the timeout. Davis takes a couple dribbles into the lane and puts up a floater. The floater's no good, and a good hustle play by Beauchamp as he's able to save the ball to Jack Hesh. Arrows come back down. Hesh gets the ball at the top of the key, takes a couple dribbles in, and is blocked on his shot by Jason Fisher. So Patriots take the ball back down quick as Davis looks to back in Rabine, unable to do anything with it, but they kick the ball out to Hand, and Hand finds Brewer for a 3-point basket. So that's going to be Brewer's first points of the night. Arrows come back down and get their first turnover of the second half, and that is a bad call. I think it's a bad call anyway. Number 20, Jason Fisher, got away with a shove there, and the refs did not see the arm extension, called a blocking foul on number 34, Rabine. So bailed out on that one was Fisher, as he got away with a shove. But karma strikes, and Patriots turn the ball right back over, and Rodden brings the ball all the way down, but he's blocked by Tucker Paris. Quick turnover after the inbound, and the Arrows will inbound it under their own basket after the block. Rabine takes the inbound pass, 2 dribbles and a couple spins, tries to do something with it, forces a pretty ugly looking shot. I don't know if he was trying to create contact or what he was doing there, but Patriots come back down, get a shot in the corner by Davis, no good. Arrows get the rebound. Arrows get it over to Olsen, finds Rabine, takes a couple dribbles in, spins, kicks to Colin Kranz at the top of the key, wide open, no good off the front iron. Rebound to Paris, gets it to Brewer. Brewer tries to go all the way, and does, over Jake Olsen. Tough contested left-handed layup by Isaiah Brewer over Jake Olsen. Cuts the lead to 16 for the Patriots with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Olsen picks up his dribble, gets it over to Rodden. Rodden crans in the short corner, gets it back up to Rabine to Beauchamp. Beauchamp sets the screen for Olsen. The ball gets a little loose, but the Arrows do get it back. Crans gets it to Rodden. Rodden took a couple steps before he put the dribble down, and that's going to be a turnover for the Arrows on a travel call. We're going to see Jack Hesh come back in the game for the Arrows. Landon Cast and Jacob Blazier are going to come in for the Patriots. 51 seconds remain in the third period. Arrows 42, Patriots 26. Blazier brings the ball up, guarded by Hesh, gets a screen at the top of the key from Cast, kicks the ball into the corner to Divis. Divis tries to force a pass into 13, Tucker Paris, and it looks like Beauchamp might be getting called with a foul. The pass was about to be kind of picked off by the Arrows, but Beauchamp reached over and got the foul called on him, so the Patriots will inbound with their own basket. Tough shot by Tucker Paris. He tries to go over Beauchamp, just a little too strong off the glass. Arrows come down with the rebound. 28 seconds on the shot clock, 27 seconds left in the quarter. Arrows are going to look to get one final shot in this quarter. Jake Olson at the top of the key swings it over to Rabine. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Rodden gets the ball from Rabine. He's going to look to probably, then he's going to kick it off to Beauchamp. Beauchamp's going to have to do something with it with 4 seconds left. He drives, takes a tough shot over 2 people, and no good. The Patriots get the rebound, and Landon Cast just about hits about a half-court shot at the end of the quarter, but it's just off the glass and iron, no good. So end of the third quarter, the Arrows still have the lead, 42-26, as we see the Watertown cheerleaders before the fourth quarter. We'll be back with you in just a moment. We're back on Watertown Arrows Activities YouTube. We started the fourth quarter with the Arrows up 16, score of 42-26. They are going to possess the ball. We're going to see Rabine, Rodden, Kranz, Hesh, and Olson in for the Arrows. For the Patriots, we're going to see Brewer, Cast, Paris, Davis, and Blazier. So Rodden picks up his dribble, gets it over to Hesh, swings it to Rabine, over to Kranz. Kranz swings it across court to Rodden, finds Hesh in the corner. Hesh takes a couple dribbles in, kicks it out to Kranz. Gets the ball back to Hesh as he takes a strong couple dribbles into the lane and kicks it out to a wide open Jake Olson for 3, his 6th 3 of the game. Patriots come right back down with Isaiah Brewer getting down into the lane with a little floater with his left hand. Good for 2. Arrows take back over on offense. Marcus Rabine had some good position down low, but Rodden couldn't get the pass down into him, so they move the ball around the corner. Rodden goes up for a contested layup by Blazier. No good, but he is fouled by Blazier with some body contact. So Rodden's going to go to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 for 3 from the stripe so far tonight. First free throw is no good. Substitution for the Patriots. We're going to see Jason Fisher coming back into the game. So Rodden now 1 for 4 from the line, waiting his second free throw. Second free throw is off the front iron, back iron, and falls in. Blazier brings the ball back up for the Patriots, setting up in half court. They get the ball down to Fisher. Nice entry pass to the post as Fisher gets a nice little right-handed floater to go off the glass. Hesh back on offense, kicks it to Rodden. Olson wide open on a cut down low. Looks like he's going to try to back in Fisher. Gets kind of stuck, picks his dribble up, kicks it back out to Rodden. Rodden drives, and that one looked like he might have got away with some contact there, but the refs did not call him. Foul on the shot by Rodden. Patriots will take over on offense. Long three-point shot by Cast is no good. We got another injury on the floor as Douglas Patriots, Jacob Blazier, tried to fight for the rebound and kind of got his ankle twisted up with another player. They're going to tend to him quick. He's going to be able to walk off the court, limping just a little bit, favoring that left ankle. the Arrows are going to take possession of the ball after the ball went out of bounds from the Patriots. So we're going to see kind of a full court press applied by the Patriots, and the Arrows are able to defeat that pressure and come down and get a shot off about 5 feet, but Rabine was unable to get the ball to go in. Patriots get the rebound, come back down on offense. Another entry pass into Fisher, who takes the ball up over Olson. Bucket is no good, but he is fouled by Olson on the shot. So Jason Fisher will go to the line to shoot 2.
Number 2 junior Jason Fisher, shooting 2.
Fisher's been to the line 1 time tonight. He is 0 for 1. Make that 0 for 2 now. As we're going to see Beauchamp and Will Engstrom come in for Hesh and Rabine.
Beauchamp and Engstrom in for Watertown.
Jason Fisher getting ready to shoot his second free throw attempt on the foul, and it's no good as well. And we got a little confusion going on of who's going to take the ball between Olson and Beauchamp. The ball is eventually knocked out of bounds by the Patriots, so the Arrows do get a lucky break on that, because it looked like the Patriots were about to have an easy, wide open 2-foot shot if that ball did not go out of bounds on it. The Arrows come back on offense after they escape the full court press again. Rodden moves it over to Kranz, to Beauchamp at the top of the key. Engstrom looked to be a little backdoor cut. Beauchamp couldn't get the ball to him, but finds Kranz in the corner. Looked like it might have been a long 2 as his foot was on the line, but it's no good. Rebound comes back down to the Arrows. Strong offensive rebounding on the evening for the Arrows, and we're going to have an offensive foul called here, though. Looks like Cohen Kranz is going to get called for the offensive foul. Not sure if you set a moving screen or if you just pushed the defender. Nonetheless, offensive foul called. Patriots will take possession of the ball. And finds Ginger in the corner. Ball gets rotated back up to Isaiah Brewer, who's wide open, misses a 3, but the rebound goes to Jason Fisher, who puts up the rebound for an easy 2-point bucket, his 10th point of the evening. 46-32 with 4:55 remaining in the game. Arrows possess the ball. Dylan Rodden moving the ball to Engstrom, who tries to get a little short pass over to Olson, and the ball is not able to be handled by Olson, and the pass goes out of bounds, so the Arrows with the 4th turnover of the second half. Ball will go back to the Patriots, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor by the Arrows. So we'll be back after that timeout. All right, we're back after the timeout. Possession after the turnover going to the Patriots. 4:46 remaining in the game. Jesse Hand brings the ball up the floor, guarded by Rodden. Misses the handle a little bit, but is able to retain. Finds Gindra, gives it over to Cass. Cass takes a few dribbles all the way down the lane, is blocked by Olson. Ball goes right back down to Cass, and he is about to fall out of bounds and throws the ball right back at Olson off his legs, so the Patriots are going to take over after a heads-up play by Cass. Patriots inbound the ball. They get it up to Brewer up top. Brewer double teamed, and that's going to be a turnover. And we're going to have Beauchamp going coast to coast, have a turnover, strong off the glass, unable to finish left-handed layup, but he is fouled on the play. So Beauchamp unable to finish the layup, but he will go to the line to shoot two. Beauchamp is 1 for 2 from the free throw line this evening. First free throw is no good off the front iron. Second free throw by Beauchamp is off the front iron again and off the backboard, no good. So free throw woes continue for the Arrows. They're not shooting the ball well from the free throw line, but luckily they are hitting their shots from the three-point line. Patriots come down on offense with a quick shot, nothing there, and we're going to see Olsen for a wide open three. Boom, shakalaka! His 7th three of the game as he's left wide open. Patriots come back down on offense after three by Olsen. Try to get the ball down into Gindra in the low post, and the ball is dribbled out of bounds by the Patriots after Gindra was unable to handle the pass. 4th turnover of the half by the Patriots. Andrew Davis into the game for the Patriots as we see that full court press with the Arrows being able to beat that press so far. Olsen gets the pass from Kranz into the left corner, gets the ball back out to Kranz, finds Beauchamp. Beauchamp with Gindra on him. A couple strong dribbles by Beauchamp, and he goes up for another shot. Unable to finish a shot, but he's going to get a couple free throws after he was fouled. So Beauchamp's going to another quick trip to the charity stripe as he's going to try to make up for those other misses that he's had just recently. First one is good. 2 for 5 from the stripe. Second free throw by Beauchamp is also good. We're going to see Marcus Rabine come in for Caden Beauchamp, and Jesse Hand is going to come in for Isaiah Brewer for the Patriots. Watertown 51, Patriots 32, 3:18 remaining in the game. And brings the ball up the court, gets it over to Davis. Davis fakes left, goes right, and he's going to get called on an offensive push-off as he has a little look of confusion on the foul call, but he just gave a little extension on the arm, which the ref seen this time and called the offensive foul. So Arrows will take over. Rodden skips it over to Cohen Kranz, who skips it back across court to Engstrom, so they beat the pressure again. Set up into the half-court offense. Kranz moves it to Engstrom in the corner. Engstrom gets it stolen from him by Cast, and then a foul is going to be called as Cast was trying to go up the court. So 5th turnover of the half for the Arrows, and it's going to be the 7th foul, looks like, for the Arrows. So Cass is going to go to the line for 1-1. First free throw is no good. Rebound goes to the Arrows. Will Engstrom gets the ball into Rabine. Gets to Jake Olsen at the top of the key. Finds Cohen Kranz for 3, no good. Just in and out. Rebound to Hand. Hand takes the ball to the court, gets a nice little entry pass to Gindra. But Gindra is unable to control the pass. And will turn the ball over to the Arrows. Arrows back on offense. Jake Olsen gets Rodden in the corner. Quick little move by Rodden to get by Ham, but nowhere to go after he picks up his dribble and kicks it back out. Arrows moving the ball back around the perimeter. Kranz to Olsen, gets it right back to Kranz. Olsen's going to set a screen for him, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Olsen has to put up a 3. Wouldn't you know, that's going to be his 8th 3 of the game, so he is absolutely on fire tonight. 24 points coming from the three-point line. Arrows get the defensive rebound after the Patriots come back down and make a couple passes and force up a shot, which was no good. Rodden gets a little stuck in the corner, and we're going to have a timeout by Pat Clemens. He just must have discussed some things over with his team, try to avoid a turnover. So the Arrows 54, Patriots 32, 1:29 remaining in the game. We'll be back after the timeout. We're back. We're going to see some substitutions on the floor for the Arrows. So we're going to have a few new faces in. Try to figure out who they are here shortly. Will Engstrom, Jack Hesh, Peyton Bisker, Isaac Redfield, and number 44. I'm not sure who that is. We don't have a 44 on the lineup card here, so. Ball swung around the perimeter by the Arrows, and Engstrom takes a little Euro step in the lane. A little finger roll layup that hangs on the rim a little bit, but eventually goes in. So Engstrom goes up strong, gets his first 2 points of the evening. Patriots come back down on offense, get a shot up. Might have got away with a little body contact by Hesh, but nothing is called, and the Arrows take possession. Just under a minute remaining left in the ball game. The Arrows are going to look to slow this pace quite a bit, but decide not to and go right back up down to the post to the 6'6" center, Isaac Redfield, who puts up a contested shot, no good. Looked like it might have been blocked. Patriots come back down on offense, and Landon Cass puts up a 3 from the top of the key, which is just off the back iron, no good. Arrows come back down the floor, and they're just going to run the clock out, it looks like, as there's no shot clock. 20 seconds remaining in the game. Patriots are still putting a little defensive pressure on, and we're going to get a nice little cut. Mitch Olson is the recipient of that. So Mitch Olson comes in and gets his first bucket of the game, and Cass comes back down and shoots a three-point shot from the same area, and it has the same result right off the back iron, and the Arrows are going to take this game 58-32. So Arrows will improve to 5-7 on the year. Douglas will drop to 2-10. And we'll be right back with a little final report and Watertown player of the game. We're back. Watertown Aero Activities. Final score of the evening was 58-32 as Watertown dominates over the Douglas Patriots. For Watertown, we have Jack Hesch with 5 points. Dylan Rodden tallied up 8, went 2 for 5 from the free throw line. Hayden Beauchamp had 5, went 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Cohen Kranz 8 points, and Kranz also hit 2 threes. Mitch Olson came in at the end of the game, got a bucket to finish with 2 points. Will Ingstrom 2 points. Marcus Rabine 2 points on 2 free throws. And Jake Olson had 26 points, tallying up 8 3-point field goals and 1 2-point field goal. For the Patriots, we have Isaiah Brewer with 7 points, Jason Fisher with 10, Jacob Blazier with 3, Andrew Divis had 4, Tucker Paris with 2, Landon Cass with 2, and Anthony Ginger with 2. The Patriots on the night were 2 for 7 from the free throw line as well. Turnovers tonight. Patriots ended up with about 15 turnovers on the game. To Watertown's, if I'm tallying it up right, only had 7. So a few more for the Patriots in Watertown, which was created by the defensive pressure and intensity from the Arrows on defense. So a lot of mental mistakes, and the Patriots were unable to build those mistakes and couldn't quite get anything going in the second half either, but did put up right around 20 points in the second half, so they definitely performed a little bit better second half versus the first half. So on to the Watertown Arrows player of the game is going to be none other than Jake Olson. So Jake Olson, 6'2" junior forward, was just unconscious tonight. He finished the game with 8 3-point field goals. I'm going to guess he maybe missed 3 or 4 from 3-point line. So very good showing by Jake Olson, put up 26 points. Not only was it just the scoring from him, but he also had quite a few big offensive and defensive rebounds, and was just the strong suit for the Arrows, and definitely helped carry them to the victory tonight. So Jake Olson is your player of the game. Next action that we're going to see for the Watertown Arrows is going to be on Tuesday, January 31st. They're going to travel to Sioux Falls, Lincoln to face off against the 10-1 Patriots. That game is scheduled to tip off at 7 p.m. For the visiting team, Douglas, they were scheduled to travel to Yankton to face Yankton tomorrow at 3 p.m. But from what I'm hearing, that game has been canceled, and not sure when that is going to be rescheduled for. So thank you all for tuning in to the Watertown Aero Activities for tonight's AA action. And until next time, we'll be signing off, and you guys have a great rest of the evening.
You're watching the best high school sports broadcast produced entirely by students and adult volunteers. This is Aero TV.